So I recently saw this recipe on D Mango's channel. She was making some breakfast, and I thought, let me try it. This is going to be my second time trying it, and after I tried it the first time, I thought, let me put it out here. As I cook, I see the simple food I'm cooking, which actually ended up feeding about 4 adults and a few children, about 4 children as well, with other things, of course. It brought back memories of people who are mean in spirit and mean in greediness of food. Before I go very far, let me first greet you. It is Auntie Jackie, Auntie Jackie's Diaries. Welcome back to this vlog. Literally put out this recipe, and I thought, let me just start talking instead of just cooking. I remember that one time we had an incident took place where a relative told me that if my children ever went to their house, they mustn't eat their food. And mind you, this was in England. And I remembered when we were growing up, our household was always full of people. And I don't remember us ever refusing to give people food. Of course, when you're children, you can pick things here and there. How generous my parents were, my mom was, how generous she was. And how generous I am with food, because anybody who comes to my house, I'm like, eat. And the time that happened, I went and I met actually a lady from Cameroon. I was living in an area where I was at that time, because when it happened, my kids couldn't go back to where they were at the time. I had to get another form of childcare. The lady told me, you mean children are being denied food in this England? Food we are going to put in the toilet? She couldn't believe it. So here I am. This cooking and this making of this meal brought back that memory, but then it really brought back something much more deeper. The power of not working together. People who become jealousy and envious. Actually, it's not jealousy, it's envious, because they don't want you to have something. That's what envy is. Whether they have it or not, they don't just want you to have it. Because jealousy at least is like, oh, I'm jealous of what you're having. No, this is envy. So this person broke the chain of working together that had started. And it's a shame, and one wonders how far the partnership will have gone. And it's important, when we are partnered and do things together, it does help. But I've noticed sometimes people want to partner on their own terms. They take and they don't give. Because in this case, in terms of their children will come in my house and do something, I'll babysit and everything. But when they shows on their food, they didn't want to do the support. Mind you, each time my children went to their place, I would carry a bag of food so that the kids can eat there, because I had been warned before, like, your kids shouldn't come and eat my food. But every time the kids came to my house, they would eat as easy as anything, because you know what, it is food. So partnership in working together as best friends, we really have got to, for the sake of our children. Because when we work together, our children then get bigger pools of support, and if there's anything, they have where to go. People who believe that they have arrived, they are so rich, and they don't want to work with poor people. It doesn't make sense. Because I tell you something, one day my mother told me that there's nobody who is useless. We used to have a lady who used to sing. She just used to be there and sing, and she was a drunk. But every so often she would just sweep the compound, and she would just clean around. So there's nobody who's useless. And just because somebody feels that they have reached, even that person who's poor, or that person who has got nothing to give, like that lady, she was, that lady who was, and she had features like Gagul, if you remember Gagul from King Solomon's Mind. She literally used to do a lot for us. People who would come and steal, she would scream. People would know. So she was there. So nobody was useless. Nobody's useless. So cooking this meal is reminding me of that, and the fact that anybody who has got support and who is able to work with each other, whether in the diaspora or even abroad or back home, don't let envy and jealousy and bad heart stop you from working with each other. Showing you my cup of tea. I don't know why. Anyhow, yeah, let's continue. Because at the end of the day, when we work together, the hands that work together go very far. Yes, one person will go far because they're on their own. For example, they will get rich. But imagine if you work together, how far you'd go. But people have got their own, not intentions, their own fears of, we have our own fears, which is such a shame that stops us. Because when you see other cultures, they don't, because you're in the house the whole day, you can't even let somebody's children come and wait there for literally 5 minutes because you feel that A, you've arrived, maybe, B, that's why I'm calling it envy, because I really there can't be another reason. So let's work together, let's help each other. Children who are, the young people are still having children in England, not England, abroad, even in Uganda these days, because Ngabakos are difficult to get. And even when you get them, you won't leave your child with that mukos on their own in the house. But if you have somebody who if you work together, it helps. You drop, I pick, it helps. That's my small contribution that I thought about as I was cooking this. And I hope you can try it one day. It's good, it's filling. Now, somebody like me, I eat omelette, but it's not something that I really like so much. I have to put a lot of things in it. Anyway, omelette sometimes tend to bloat me up, but this one didn't bloat me up at all. And one can put whatever spices they like to put in. I like mine to be chili hot, like chili hot pepper, so I'll do that myself. Yeah, and the next time I took that as a meal. That's how filling it is. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you can try it. If you do try it, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, take care. So yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you can pick one or two things about working together. It is better we work together. We go very far. And there's a saying, if you want to go far, you go with other people, something like that. But also to know that listen, food, especially in England, one can manage to stretch the food. So there's no need to be greedy about food. Share. And whatever one does to a child, remember, these children remember. It goes on. And let's not build enmity because of enviness, greediness. Yeah, those are the two things, being greedy and envy. Take care. Blessings and blessings. I hope to see you in the next one. For the subscribers, thank you very much. Mwebari, thanks for always coming back. For new subscribers, please join us and subscribe. We are a lovely team. Blessings.